How are you? I'm fine and I hope you're fine. I'm doing well. As you know, this is a health channel and I'm going to bring you recipes as we always do. We are going to give you tips on how to live a healthy life. You're dropping by recipes so that you can pick them and learn how to live a healthy life. And today, guys, we have the jaggery. We have the jaggery with us, and I'm going to show you how to utilize this jaggery with all these ingredients. We have some spices and all these ingredients, and I am challenging myself to use all these ingredients. I've tried this before and I know what tastes good with the other, with each other here. So I would like you to learn and also challenge yourself on how to make these recipes from these veggies that you pick from your garden. Some I'll buy, some I pick from my garden. So today is about the jaggery, and as you know, the jaggery lowers blood pressure. And for people who don't know what jaggery is, it is just boiled down sugar cane juice that when it cools, it does what? It dries up and becomes a block. It takes the shape of the mold that you're using. So jaggery is good for constipation. It cleanses your body, respiratory tract. It cleanses your intestines, your lungs, your stomach, even your food pipe. So we must know how to use this jaggery today. So I'm going to remove everything, but before I remove everything, guys, I have to tell you what I have. I have a pineapple. It's anti-cancer, as you know. Very nice. If you've not watched the video where I boiled the skin of the pineapple and we produced very good juice, you better go watch. It was the skin with ginger, lemon, very nice. We have this holy basil. We have mint. As I told you, this is the type of mint I've planted. And then we have parsley. We have coriander here. We call it dania. Then we have the beetroot leaves. And then I have the cucumber here. I have the horn melon. Then I have ginger. I have my dates. Guys, I have my dates. Then I have my lime and lemon. I have my apple. And I have my orange. Now I'm going to try, and here I have my turmeric and black pepper and have my cumin seeds. So all these things, when they are put together, they become super healthy. So this is what we're going to do now. I'm going to remove everything and I'll bring back those ones that I'll need for the first recipe, then the second recipe. We may even today go up to the 5th recipe. We are trying out new things here. So let me remove them. So let me remove and see what to start with and what. Remember, you have to soak this in all your veggies in vinegar. Don't just take them direct and eat them. No, you have to soak them in vinegar. So let me remove this for now. So the first recipe that I'm going to use. So let me put this here and the ginger here. So the first recipe will be the pineapple. So as I've cut the pineapple, If you've not also watched how I made my spices, you need to go and watch, because we have the pineapple skin in the spices. So today it's about the jaggery, which is boiled down So I'm going to untie my dime and wrap, I think, and wrap. So this will be the first. You have to cut it that style so that, and if you choose the jagger, please choose the right jagger without artificial sugar, added sugars. You just need the right jagger. So this is the first recipe. I'm putting in my jaggery. Today is about the jaggery. So I'm using 2 boards today because of the jaggery needs its own board, and this other one also needs its own board. So in it, I'm going to add some parsley. I'll put in the stalks also. We've done a video on parsley. You need to go watch that video. Parsley is good for your pressure, high blood pressure, cholesterol. So there's the parsley. I've put in the parsley. Then I'm going to put my ginger. I'm putting in the juice, the lime juice. You can put in lime or lemon. There's no, just put in. Then I'm going to, remember, lime and ginger have to be in all. A little turmeric. And a date. All these things is just playing around with food so that you know I can put this with this and it will taste good. Just putting different foods together will taste better. If you take food A and food B, you put together, they taste good. Don't put so much lime together. The citrus fruits plus the ones that are acidic, don't put. So I'll move it out of the way. Remember, there are so many juices we're going to make today. So remember, I'm having a tro. You can boil this. You can just boil. But me, I've chosen to have it raw. In future, we are going to boil them. You're just going to do the same thing but boil, so that I show you the difference of boiled and not boiled. You can boil, but I'm choosing to show you the raw one. But one day we are going to do, I'm coming back to show you how you can boil all this. And even these remaining ones, you can boil them, of which I'll do. I'm going to keep them aside and I'm going to boil them, which is okay, no problem. So this is the first juice, jaggery juice. Let me set it aside. That's the first jaggery juice. Remember, if you have anemia, jaggery juice is good for you. You can boil, or you can make it and have it raw. Today we are having the whole juice raw. Okay, for the second juice, so for the second juice, I have to take the jaggery again. All these juices we are making today, you can boil them. So this is the second juice I'm making. So first I'll put the jaggery now. I'll start with putting down in the jaggery. Then I'm going to take my beetroot leaves. Jagger is good for iron, and it has a lot of iron, and then good for anemia. So taking jaggery and putting with these beetroot leaves, you're just making a super juice. I have to put in ginger. As you know, ginger must be there. Then I have to I'm putting in the lemon plus the cover. In there I'm going to put a date. And in there I've already cut the horn melon. I'm going to put a bit in there. I've put in the hot melon, the horn melon. Then I'm going to put in my holy basil. So I'm going to put in my, so when you're putting these recipes together, don't let one not overwhelm the other. They have to balance. If they balance, your juices will taste good. Even your foods, one should not overwhelm the other. I think that's enough. So let me move this out for now. So I'm going to sieve it. So I'm going to sieve it. Remember, jaggery is good because the water retention in your body, it solves that problem. Your body can't retain water. So high blood pressure, water retention, menstrual problems, menstrual cramps, you should take jaggery. Remember, what we are doing, you can take it boiled or raw. I've chosen to do it raw today, but we can boil. So whatever I'm sieving out, I'm going to boil it with more jaggery in it, and it's going to be another juice. So with this, you can have 2 juices in one. Sorry guys, I have to go back and forth. So this is juice number 2. So that's juice number 2. So for juice number 3, if you have intestinal worms, this is good for you. Jaggery is good for you because it clears the intestinal worms. If you have intestinal worms, jaggery is good for you. So the third juice, you can boil it or you can take it the way I'm making it. So whatever is remaining here, I'm going to boil it and add in more jaggery. So I'm going to put in. So you're working on juice number 3. Now juice number 3, I'm going to take coriander. So I'm taking coriander. I'm putting in a little cumin. I'm putting in a little black pepper. I'm putting in a little mint. And I'm going to put in an apple. Just little by little of everything. What we are learning here is how to put together recipes. Remember, lemon is good for your immunity, for colds, sore throats. For those people who have urinary problems, know that jaggery is your friend. Let me put in a little cucumber. And so I'm going to put in ginger. So I'm going to add in some So this is the third recipe. So I'm going to save it. So whatever is remaining here, I'm going to boil it. So you're getting 2 juices in one. After this, you're going to put this in a pan and then put in more jaggery. And it's going to boil down. Then you get your cup. Don't throw this away. So this is the third one. Let's go to the fourth one. Jaggery is very good for bones. Just like the sugarcane juice, the properties the sugarcane juice has are the same properties that jaggery has. So this is the fourth recipe. So jaggery can replace your sugar. If you have diabetes, you need to keep off jaggery because of the sugar, the high content of sugar you need to keep off. It boosts your energy. So now the last recipe by the way, those people who have not watched the video that I made and learn how to make this rind. The skin, the orange skin rind, you need to, in fact, let me show you how I prepare them first. You see how I usually cut them? This is how I usually cut them first before I have them blended. So I usually prepare like this. I never lose any skin. Even this skin after I'm done, it's going to come in here and I cut. And when I have enough, so I'm always advertising this because this is very good for your immunity. It boosts your immunity, your coughs, everything to do with your immune system. This is very good for your digestion. That's why I keep advertising this. Okay, let's go to the next one. So I'm going to put in my lemon also. Okay. So now I'm going to put in my cucumber. Now in here, we are going to have nuts. We are going to have nuts. I'm going to put some groundnuts and simsim nuts in there. Groundnuts and sesame seeds. Peanuts and sesame seeds I've put in there. Then in there, remember the sunflower seed flour I made? I'm going to put it in there. So this is just taking now an angle of nuts. So now this is just taking the angle of nuts. I'm going to put in some cumin, a little cumin. Remember, always put in a little of everything. Don't put in one overwhelming thing. And then I'm going to put in some horn melon. I did a video on horn melon. You need to go watch it. I put up 3 recipes for horn melon. You have to learn to eat horn melon. It is a fruit that you have to learn how to eat. You can't just eat it. So this one I'm cutting with the skin. You can get into your pantry or where you keep your foods or your kitchen, and just from there you can pick some recipes with what you have and make what you have. If you don't have a blender, you don't have, just eat the fruits. Just eat the fruits, or you can boil them. I'm going to put some little water. Remember, if you have diabetes, talk to your doctor first before you take in jaggery, so that you know the right time to take in jaggery. I think I've put with the seed, which is not right. Let me pick it out. Let me move this out of the way now. And by the way, for those people who have just stopped by, thank you so much for stopping by. Like our videos, share. The difference with this channel is we give out recipes and we go down and explain the reason why this food is good. We explain the properties and everything. We just don't cook, or we just don't make juices. We give out recipes. That's the good thing with this channel. We usually give out recipes. We don't just say talk. We prepare them. We show you how to prepare them. That's the difference with us on this channel. If you've not seen the flour that I made for the sunflower, you need to go check the sunflower flour. It's a good flour. Remember, I'm saving this because we are going the juice way, not the smoothie way. You can take it as a smoothie or you can sieve it. Today I'm choosing to sieve it. But it can be a very good smoothie. So as you know, jaggery controls blood pressure. It controls blood pressure. So jaggery controls blood pressure. This one is even thick. So one thing you should know about jaggery is that it lowers blood pressure. It prevents constipation. As it prevents constipation, it cleanses your body. The respiratory part, the tract infection, the urinary tract infection, the lungs, the intestines, the stomach, the food pipe, good for anemia. Should I do it the other way around? So, you should also know it's an anti-allergy. It reduces water retention. It's good for weight loss. In fact, jaggery is good because it prevents bronchitis. For those people who have intestinal worms, this is good for you. It boosts immunity. In fact, if you eat on an empty stomach, it's very good because it's an energy booster. For menstrual cramps and controlling blood pressure, please, joint pains, you mix it with ginger. It's good for joint pains. It's good for people with arthritis, and it eases even stress. But do not take a lot of jaggery because it can bring about obesity, and some people it will bring them even intestinal problems. So if you consume it, don't consume it in abundance. Just utilize it well. And for people with diabetes, it could raise your blood sugars. So for those people who have bumped on this channel for the first time, thank you so much for stopping by us. Here we live a healthy life. And those people who are, and for those people who are who have always been with us since we started, thank you so much. Like, share, put a comment, and put a thumbs up. Thank you, and see you on the next one. Bye.